Imagine hitting the gas pedal on your turbocharged car, expecting that familiar surge of power, but instead, it feels like you are driving a riding lawnmower. It is frustrating and can be downright dangerous when you are trying to merge onto a highway. If your dashboard is lighting up and your scanner shows the code P0245, pointing to the Turbocharger Wastegate Solenoid low, you are dealing with a communication breakdown in your boost system. Let's strip away the mechanic speak. Your engine's computer, the PCM, controls how much boost pressure your turbo makes by talking to a little valve called a solenoid. This code specifically means the computer is trying to talk to that solenoid, usually by sending a signal or looking for a return voltage. But it is seeing a low signal or basically zero voltage. It is like trying to make a phone call, but the line is dead. This is almost always an electrical circuit fault, not necessarily a blown-up turbo, which is good news for your wallet. The symptoms are pretty obvious. Besides the lack of power, you might get a message on your instrument cluster. So, how do we hunt down the gremlin? First, save yourself some time and check if there are any Technical Service Bulletins, or TSBs, for your specific car. Sometimes manufacturers know this is a common issue and have a specific fix ready. If not, you need to find that solenoid. It is usually mounted right on or near the turbocharger. Once you find it, look closely at the electrical connector. We are looking for the obvious stuff first, like wires that have rubbed against metal and worn through, melted plastic from the engine heat, or green corrosion on the metal pins inside the plug. Connection issues are the #1 cause here. If the plug looks crusty, get some electrical contact cleaner and a small plastic brush to scrub it out. If that doesn't fix it, you will need a digital volt-ohm meter. You are going to test the solenoid itself. Disconnect it and put your meter probes on the pins of the solenoid. You are checking for resistance. If your meter says the resistance is infinite or zero, the solenoid is internal toast and needs replacing. If the solenoid checks out, then you have to check the wiring coming from the car. With the ignition on, one of those wires should typically have 12 volts of power. If there is no power there, you have a break in the wire somewhere between the engine computer and that plug. You can also use a test light connected to the positive battery terminal to check the ground wire, while someone uses a scan tool to command the solenoid on. If the light doesn't flicker, you have lost your ground path. It is a bit of detective work, but simply tracing these wires can save you from replacing perfectly good parts.